So India's squad for the New Zealand T20I series has been announced. However, there has been no official intimation of what the ODI squad would look like, at least by the BCCI. However, we are getting to hear through some sources something that could be potentially explosive because we're getting to learn that Rishabh Pant may very well be dropped from India's ODI side as well. Now, in case you're wondering why this is such a big blow, it's because Pant, despite at one point being seen as pretty much an all format player for India, is now potentially said to be only a one format player. Tests, I would argue, is the only format where you can guarantee that his name should be on the team sheet come what may. Since 2024, when India won the T20 World Cup, Pant hasn't been a part of the scheme of things when it comes to the shortest format of the game. Even in ODIs, it's largely been KL Rahul who has assumed responsibility with the gloves and with batting down the order in the lower order as well. 5 and 6 is normally where KL has been batting, which has meant that there's been no space to accommodate Pant, even though he has remained within the squads. However, if they drop him now from the ODI squad as well, then it basically means that Pant is a one format player only because Tests will potentially be the only one where he can guarantee being selected, not just in the squad but also, of course, in the 11. And it'll be a major blow for Pant, no two ways about it. Remember, this is a player who, as recently as 2022-23, was seen as an all-format certainty for India because he was someone who could temper aggression with conventional cricket and also be that person who would add an X factor to India's batting. The only format in which he's successfully been able to do that has been the Test format. In ODIs, he ended up falling out of favor because after his accident, KL Rahul assumed the mantle with the gloves and was just so good that there was no way you could have considered dropping him. Even in T20s, despite the fact that he was part of the World Cup winning side in 2024, he's found himself out of favor since. The team management has preferred a Sanju Samson and later on even a Jitesh Sharma and now a Nishan Kishan as well over a Rishabh Pant. So Pant is nowhere in the scheme of things in white ball cricket, which is a bit surprising in some ways, but is also reflective of the form and where it is that he finds himself when it comes to his form. His form just hasn't been good enough in white ball cricket to justify an inclusion within the side. And whilst there have been many attempts at refashioning him, remember, he at one point used to play lower down the order, but then at T20s, you occasionally tried him as an opener as well. It hasn't really stuck. So it is a bit of a weird decision in the sense that this was someone who was once seen as an all format certainty. But I would also say that it's a good job by the team management that they are actually picking or choosing to actually pick the best players who are available for that format because again the talent pool in India is so massive that you can actually pick different teams for different formats and ensure that your specialist players for specialist formats are there rather than looking to be obsessed with one format players. Remember, this is the same team dispensation that dropped Shuman Gill from the T20I side on the eve pretty much of the T20 World Cup, despite naming him the vice captain just a few months prior in September. So it's not a team management that is afraid of taking tough decisions. And in case you're just joining us, I'm seeing a fair few of you join us on the live stream right now. For those of you who are wondering, yes, Rishabh Pant is likely to be axed from India's ODI squad as well. Don't forget, India will be starting 2026, the new year, with a white ball series against New Zealand. They will play 3 ODIs and thereafter 5 T20Is. And of course, the T20Is will be the major focus because that is going to be your last T20I bilateral series prior to the T20 World Cup, which is set to take place in India from Feb 7 to March 8. But even in ODIs, you are very much looking to kind of build a side because again, there has been talks about Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli and whether or not they'll be part of 2027. And 2027 is a long time away. You would think that someone like Pant could feature in there at least as a pure batter, if nothing else. Or you can make him basically be the glove person and take the gloves away from KL. And KL is good enough to be there as a batter as well. But as things stand, it seems like the team management is okay moving on from Rishabh Pant in ODI cricket as well. Bit of a shocking decision? Sure. Also, the right decision? Arguably, yes, because again, the numbers just don't justify keeping him around in the side. But what are you guys' thoughts about this particular decision? And remember, it's a potential decision because as of now, the squad still hasn't been named. What we're getting to hear over here at Sports Today is that it could very well happen. So, what are your thoughts? Let us know that in the comments below. And don't forget, as always, to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, tap the bell icon, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, X, and Facebook, and stay tuned for more such updates from the world of sport.